What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode.
Are you recording?
Yeah, bitch ass.
Chance white boy.
Welcome back to another episode of Combat Talk. I'm your host, Pretty Boy Pedge, and I'm here with the other host.
Bitch boy Marco. Welcome back to another one podcast in the LGBTQ community.
Number one, boxing MMA community, but in the LGBTQ,
Right.
RS, LMFAO,
HDMI.
HDMI, UFC,
PTSD.
PTSD, BDSM,
ED.
ED, CP, Carlos Prates.
Right. Is it true that you went to Carlos Pride's gathering?
Yeah, and then everyone's talking about other shit, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And I called the cops. Roll the intro. What?
What's up, baby boy? How you doing?
Good, man. Good little, cool little weekend, I guess.
Think so?
It was alright. Yeah, I mean, it was okay, I guess.
Anything happened that really stuck out to you? Shit.
Not really.
Well, damn. Let's get it going, man.
Yeah.
We got. Start with the UFC, no?
Yeah.
UFC. Where they fight? Fuck do I know? Main event: Arnold Allen and versus Costa. Couple fights that I saw. Saw Colleen Williams. I don't know who that is. Versus Nikolai Veterniv. Knocked him out first round. I didn't see enough, man, but you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Wellmaker made a comeback versus Juan Diaz
Yeah.
and got subbed
Yeah.
round 2.
Short notice too.
Short notice, so I don't know what that says. Wellmaker, who we thought would be a, contender at bantamweight,
Yeah.
is now on a 2 loss streak, right?
Yeah.
Versus 2 short notice fighters.
Yeah.
We saw what happened. What's the dude that he fought? Ewing.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, to be fair, we didn't know that Ewing was the next coming of Peter Yan, so
that's a bad motherfucker, man.
yeah.
Next, really locked in. Watched the full co-main event. Choi Do-ho,
Mm.
aka the Korean Superboy or something like that,
Yeah.
versus Danielle Santos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Danielle Santos' nickname is?
Mm.
The Korean Killer.
Mm-hmm.
But he lost.
Look, what I always say:
What?
live by the sword, die by the sword.
Die by Koreans.
I don't know about that.
Well, that's what happened to him.
Isn't that what happens in the Red Dawn?
Yes, it did. And the second one, the remake with Thor.
Yeah, because the first one is
Thor and Drake
Soviet.
and Josh. Yeah, the first one is Soviet.
Yeah.
No. Why the fuck are you flashing your gun at me, bro? I get it. You got it on you. You don't gotta. You feel a little paranoid because the sun is going down?
Yeah.
Anyways, Choi Do-ho versus Daniel Santos. That shit was a fun fight, man. Daniel Santos came in fucking guns blazing, bro. Trying to get him out of there early. He was laying some big shit on Choi Do-ho, but he eventually kind of slowed down.
And
Choi
fuck that
Do-ho,
hoe.
yeah, fucking hoe fucked him, man. Really good striking from Choi Do-ho.
Yeah.
And bro finished him with a mean body shot. I mean,
Mm.
one of those body shots that they just crumble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It looks like when you're holding like a puppet and then you just let go and it just fucking falls like that, bro. A string puppet, bro. That shit was crazy.
What weight is fuck the hoe at?
Fuck the hoe, featherweight. I think this is.
I think he lost his last one. That's the
Yeah, I was about to say
he got slammed out.
I think so. Oh no, he's on 3-win streak.
Really?
Yeah, he hasn't lost in a minute. It's just because I think you think all Koreans look the same. It's racist.
I remember someone got slammed out because they was being cocky and they had their hands down.
That was the other dude.
Oh.
Another Korean dude.
Oh.
But I know what you're talking about. No. However, when he debuted it, he was on a 3 lose streak. He's been in the game since 2016, so
Yeah. Hmm.
we'll see. Um, yeah, he knocked out Nate last fight. Nate the Train.
Mm.
So he recently fought in December. So,
Mm.
but yeah, man, it was fun. It was, bro, the body work from him. Look,
Mm-hmm.
it was good, man. It shows you.
Mm.
But anyways, and then eventually main event, we got Arnold Allen versus Marquisa Costa. Marquisa Costa was in a good little win streak, man.
The Dalmatian.
The Dalmatian, because he has
Vitiligo.
vitiligo. I was gonna say vertigo. That's what I have.
Mm.
Done a little win streak, man. Lastly,
Mm-hmm.
he knocked out Dan Ige. Before that, uh, before that, knocked out Morgan Charrier. Before that, decision win over Julian Rosa. Before that, decision win before Christian Rodriguez. Before that, sub versus Shailene Nordunbeek. And then before that, yeah, decision win over Austin Lingo. I almost threw up in my mouth.
Oh fuck.
Knockout versus Steve Garcia. Bro, he hasn't lost since, it's been a minute since he lost, since 23.
Hmm.
But as I've said, man, people fucking downplay my boy Arnold Allen. It's a well-rounded fight, man. Arnold Allen hurt Costa early in the first round, but Costa kind of regrew. But Costa was answering. I'm gonna give him that, man. He had heart. He never really seemed to just give up. But Arnold Allen just too well-rounded, man, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion.
Yeah.
Uh, People don't give him the respect, but ranked number 7. But Arnold Allen's fucking good, man. I, he gets my respect. So, you got anything to say about that fight?
Nope.
Cool. Next. Oh, we do want to apologize.
Oh yeah.
We pride ourselves on being the number one combat
MMA
combat
sports.
in combat sport podcast in the LGBTQ community, but and in the South African country. Isn't that where we pop off? Isn't that
Yeah.
where we first started getting listening?
Yeah.
But we forgot to fucking mention the Netflix card last week.
Mm.
In our defense, that shit was low key ass.
Yeah.
But who are we to judge what people find to be entertaining? So we are gonna recap it. Main event obviously being Ronda Rousey versus Gina Patina. Um,
Mm.
well, it was a three. What do they say? I hate when they say that. Three main card. Three,
Three
st- three, three main.
events.
Yeah, three main event card or something like that. You know when
Uh-huh.
they do that shit? I don't know why that shit
Mm.
fucking pisses me off. Um, but yeah, hold up. I'm trying to see the fucking card. I mean, doesn't really matter, right? But Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins. I'm sorry, but I have no idea where the fuck Felipe Lins came from. Do you know who that guy was?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it just seems to be Ngannou's thing is beat up on nobody's. No offense to Ngannou, but I mean,
Yeah.
kind of hard. I mean, it's crazy. The UFC, which is I guess the best
Yeah.
organization for MMA, even their heavyweight division is not shit. So
Mm-hmm.
I could understand why Ngannou has a hard time finding someone that's puts up a good fight. But this was just, I mean, early round. I think first or second knockout, first or second round knockout. It wasn't. I think it was a second round knockout. Yeah, Felipe Lins had nothing for Ngannou, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Ngannou gave him no respect. Just fucking finished him immediately. Then we had the fight of the Unks. Nate Diaz versus
The
Mike Perry.
CTE versus CTE.
Yeah, man. This type of fight that you see like if you're in Cali
Yeah.
and two uncles just start fighting, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. Um, the baddest motherfucker versus the king of violence and Yeah, I mean, it was a gory fight, man.
Yeah.
Mike Perry looked good. Went
Mhm.
in there, I mean, threw some vicious fucking elbows and good knees, and I think one of those elbows cut Nate Diaz on the top of the head.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I don't think his eye busted up where it usually busts up.
Yeah. I don't think it was like on top of the
It was
head.
on top of the
Just a
head,
couple cuts.
and they were bad, which eventually ended up being a doctor stoppage in the second round. But Mike Perry looked good. I mean, hard to gauge when you are fighting Nate Diaz, which
Yeah.
that's no disrespect to Nate Diaz. It's just he's not at his prime no more.
Just Nate Diaz.
It's just Nate Diaz. He's just there to tussle, man. He loves the game, but doesn't seem to be that interested in his conditioning sometimes. But
Yeah.
second round stoppage, Mike Perry wins. Interesting call outs. He calls out Jake Paul in an MMA fight. Jake Paul being there says he's down. He says he's open to a rematch with Nate Diaz, and Nate Diaz did say he wanted a rematch.
Mhm.
Um, Also, he calls out McGregor because why the fuck not?
Mm.
And I'm happy for Mike Perry, man. It's never really happened, especially in the MMA world, to see someone have like a second win under its sails,
Yeah.
and he really took off, man. I mean, if he wouldn't have gone the route that he did with bare knuckle and dirty boxing and all
Yeah.
that, Mike Perry would have been someone that kind of just got lost to time.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that again in a disrespectful way, because he didn't do that well in the UFC. But look at him now, man. I'm happy to see him doing well. That's my dude. So shout out to Mike Perry and shout out to Nate Diaz for. I mean, I want to say the most high level fight, but man, that shit was fucking fun. You can't complain about that. And lastly, the main event, why people were here, Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano, ends up being fucking 8 seconds. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
not much to say. Ronda Rousey took down Gina Carano immediately, just straight up tackle her pretty much,
Mhm.
and
Got the arm bar.
yeah, jumped right on mount, hit like 3 or 4 ground and pound, try to punch her 3 or 4 times, and then Gina extends her arm, gives the arm up for Ronda to take it and armbar in, I think less than 10 seconds. So that was it. So not much to break down on the fights, but what do you think about the whole event though? Let's talk about the event a little bit.
It looked kind of empty.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
It looked great. Like I had seen a picture, some girl that I know went and
Where was it?
L.A.
Oh,
in
really?
the Inuit Dome, Intuit, whatever it's
In a
called.
way? The
Yeah.
In a way dome?
Yeah.
Damn, he got that much money?
Yep.
He built a whole stadium already?
In L.A.
Damn.
The Intuit Dome, and it was empty. I've seen like TikToks too. It was very empty, which I guess they made it look like there was seat people there by having like lights in the
Oh,
seats.
really?
Yeah, so it looked more.
Is that the like super like advanced?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
So it looked like it was a lot. There was more people than what there actually was.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's real
and
good.
yeah, I mean,
But
uh,
okay, besides the people showing up there, what else? I mean,
the Battle of the Unks, man.
no, but I mean, as an event, like,
As,
are you happy?
I mean, it was okay. I think
How do you feel that it was on?
Netflix.
Yeah,
I think it's good. I feel like those type of events, people are gonna tune in just because it's on Netflix and maybe they don't got shit going on. There was not much going on this Saturday, so probably a lot of people tuned in just because it was whatever.
kind of feels like they planned it, like
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, seeing it on Netflix, it's cool. I mean, to think that's the first MMA event on
Mm-hmm.
Netflix is kind of interesting to me. Again, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet. Um, I feel like I haven't heard enough from people
Mm-hmm.
to see if it was, you know, how it did. But personally, I don't think it did that well because I don't see a lot of it online. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, same. I don't think they're doing that well. I don't think it did well. Um, yeah, I didn't see that much hype about it. Or like after like UFC events, how people are talking
Hmm.
and like the influencer world. I didn't see much people talking about it. But they reviewed it, but it was just kind of like a eh.
Yeah.
Pereira's sister fought.
Oh, really? What, in karate?
No, in the
Oh,
MMA.
really? Oh, I thought. 'Cause
Yeah,
I know she fights a lot in the combat karate.
yeah. No, she walked out with Pereira, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, not much being said. But anyways, anything else?
No, man.
Mm,
Well, I guess moving on in the boxing world, that's the only thing. You want to talk about your boy?
who? Keyshawn?
Yeah, I mean that's your favorite fighter.
I guess so. Um, oh no. I mean, the fight was. All right, well, start off with the Brian Norman Jr. fight.
Okay.
Got the first round knockout.
Hmm.
Technically second because the dude quit on the stool. Or got stopped on the stool and decided to go out. Um, and yeah, I mean, he didn't. Brian Norman did his thing. He landed a bunch of punches and on on what is it called when they don't respond? He wasn't responding. He was just shelling up pretty much.
Hmm.
He got the win and that was it, man.
Good performance.
Yeah, I mean, good little.
You're saying a lot of people weren't happy with the matchup.
Yeah, people were saying that he should have fought like boxers. So when he does fight someone like if he gets a rematch with Devin Haney or someone that moves around like a Keyshawn Davis, he won't have more experience
Hmm.
per se.
You think it? I mean, it was a good little
Yeah.
for his ego, no?
Oh yeah,
So what
I
do you
think
want
so.
next for him, though? What do you want?
Probably another two fights and then he could fight for a title. I would say.
Okay. And then the main event on that.
I mean, I think it was just Keyshawn outboxed him and not much going on.
At the end of the fight, he says that he wants to go up to 147.
Yeah,
What do you feel about that?
I mean,
You think he can do something at 147?
I think so. I think he's skilled enough to maybe win a belt. Um, yeah, I mean, he's skilled enough to win a belt. I think. I mean, the fight was just it was boring. Like there was not much. There wasn't much going on. I don't think. Um, what'd you think?
I don't care about your boy, to be honest, man.
And then he slammed him. He threw him. There's a lot of hugging.
Keyshawn is just, I don't know, man. It's like he's good and I want to like him, but
Yeah,
then he always does some bullshit. I'm just like, bro.
it makes it hard for you to like him.
Yeah, it's just like even when he announced that he wants to go up to 147, the way that he said it was like,
Mhm.
and it's funny because last episode we talked about like not making weight and stuff.
Mhm.
Remember?
Yeah.
And we were saying like how much that sucks for like everybody involved, the
Mhm.
like your opponent,
Yeah.
the people that would go out to see you and stuff like that, and like the way that he's known for not making weight, and and all a lot of even just drama leading
Mhm.
up to fights to make weight,
Yeah.
and the fact that like he goes on there and he's like joking about it,
Yeah.
like sometimes when people announce that like, hey, I'm like I'm gonna move up, they say like I had a hard time moving up, but to him it was like funny that he didn't make weight a lot of
Yeah.
times. And I don't know, that's the type of shit that just doesn't sit well with me. Call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm just like, come on, man. Like, you're
Yeah.
the one that has chose to fight
At that weight.
at that weight for as long as you did. You should have been at 147 a while ago.
Mhm.
And he could, I think he's good enough to, put up a good fight in there, frankly.
Yeah.
But he just, nothing. He just doesn't care, I guess. So
Mhm.
that's all I had to say, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't think it wasn't a good performance at all. Yeah, but yeah, but
That's
there's not. I mean, there's not much to be said.
that's your boy though. I thought you had more to say about that.
That's not my boy. Um, yeah, I mean, he had a good win over Jermaine Ortiz, and then this a bunch of tomfoolery going on in the ring, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. He makes a comeback, fight goes up, moves up. Um, Devin was calling him out, so maybe he could fight Devin. And Keyshawn was calling him out after the Jermaine Ortiz fight for a little bit. Jermaine said, or Keyshawn said that, hey, Devin, you people call you Debo, and I'm the Brick, and yeah, man,
I guess that's hard.
yeah. So yeah, It's-
Let's wrap it up then, buddy.
yeah. There's not much going on. It was
Uh,
it was a okay weekend. It was like a,
I mean,
it was it
if you had nothing to do, it was
yeah.
cool. But I don't know. I mean, my highlight was honestly Brandon Allen. I think
Yeah.
I'd like to watch Brandon Allen. I've never really had anything against him.
Alex Pereira hate watching.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny. Um, besides that, I mean, I can't. The Nate and Mike Perry fight was also
Mm-hmm.
cool to watch. But besides that, frankly, when it came to, I mean, I was trying to watch Brandon Norman. I ended up not watching that one. But Keyshawn, I could care less about Keyshawn. I like him as a personality. But
Right.
that's your big homie, so can't say nothing about it. Him, David Benavides. Oh, you saw Clarissa Shields smack the fuck out your girl,
Who?
Baumgartner,
When?
at the Netflix event.
Really?
Yeah.
We gonna have an issue then.
With that note, like, comment, subscribe, comment,
Boring.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever the fuck you want. Comment.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about this weekend. See ya.
Yeah. See you next week.